Hi, and welcome to the deleted scenes from Coco. We've been working on this movie for 6 years, and as you can imagine, we've gone through a lot of different permutations of the story. So we thought it would be fun to show you some of the scenes that didn't make it into the finished film.
It's a little bit of airing our dirty laundry in that these are ideas that were really fun, that helped guide us to what the movie ultimately became, but all of them have something that we decided, for better or for worse, needed to change.
So keep in mind, these are all storyboard sequences, and they all have temporary voices. These aren't the real actors that ended up in the film. It's just folks here at Pixar doing the voices. And since we always knew that we wanted an entirely Latino cast and we wanted Mexican accents in the film, we asked our voice talent to kind of put on accents, and sometimes they're good and sometimes they're not so good, but
sometimes they tilt into Italian.
Yeah, so please don't judge. We were just doing our best to start to find the beginnings of the flavor of what the movie could feel like.
Yeah, enjoy. This next scene is the old opening of the film. This was in for a very long time, a number of years.
Many screenings, yeah.
Before we changed it, and what it is it's a little musical number to introduce you to the world of Coco.
The song was written by Bobby Lopez and Kristen Anderson Lopez, who, of course, wrote all the songs for Frozen and wrote Remember Me for us, but they originally had contributed a number of songs to Coco. The song was there to kind of teach the audience about the rules of Dia de los Muertos in a really entertaining way. Unfortunately, we found that the information was kind of going in one ear and out the other for the audience. It was fun to watch, but they weren't retaining what we were hoping they would get out of it.
One of the other reasons was it was taking a while to meet Miguel, and sometimes you have to clear out stuff you love to make room for a better story.
Yeah.
But you will notice that when Ernesto de la Cruz sings Remember Me, that moment from this scene has stayed in the film.
Enjoy.
Ring, calling you home, calling your souls to return. Hear the bells ring, follow, calling your souls to return. Flames lit in your name, this flames lit in your name. On the first day of every November, we think of those we have lost and remember. We pray and we pay our respects, we let go of regrets, because when the sun sets, the spirits of our dear departed come to life and take account. Everyone who's had a funeral, soon are all up for getting down. It's not a time for being mournful. It's not a time to bow your head, because the fun has just begun. After you die and life is done, the party's anything but dead. Dia de los Muertos, Dia de los Muertos. So gather round and be ofrenda, laugh with those who passed away. Break out the pan de muerto rolls, sugar skulls, chiclets and mole. Put their photos up and toast them, dance and make a big to-do. Cause when the time has come around that you are 6 feet underground, you hope they do the same for you. Yeah! Dia de los Muertos, Dia de los Muertos. Though the dead they never come, the party just goes on and on and on and on and on and on. On Dia de los Muertos, Muertos, Muertos. Yeah!
Showtime, old friend.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Ernesto de la Cruz.
Remember me, though I have to say goodbye, remember me. Don't let it make you cry, for even if I'm far away, I hold you in my heart. I sing a secret song to you each night we are apart. Remember me. Though I have to travel far, remember me. Each time you hear a sad guitar, know that I'm with you the only way that I can be. Until you're in my arms again, remember me. Remember me. Though I have to say goodbye, remember me. Don't let it make you cry, for even if I'm far away, I hold you in my heart. I sing a secret song to you each night we are apart. Remember me. Though I have to travel far, remember me. Each time you hear a sad guitar, know that I'm with you the only way that I can be. Until you're in my arms again, remember me.
This scene is a really, really interesting one for a lot of reasons. It's a remnant of when Coco was going to be a full-on breakout into song musical.
And a version where Miguel wasn't hiding the fact that he wanted to be a musician, but leaning very much into the idea that the family really wanted Miguel to carry on their traditions. It was difficult to create a story where Miguel's family didn't love music, but they were all breaking out into song about being Rivera's.
Sing a song about how music's not allowed.
Exactly.
It's a bit of a head scratcher.
A little bit.
We learned a lot doing this. I mean, we tried our all to figure out how to have Coco be an interesting out-of-the-box musical. But I think it was after this screening that we started to realize that the film was trying to be something different than what we were making. But this is a fun opportunity to see the whole family break out into song.
Look what your son put on the ofrenda.
Boys will be boys, Mama.
He will not be a boy forever. He has to learn.
Hola, abuelita. Hola, Nana Coco. Mwah. Papa, I need to talk to you. It's important.
What is it?
I need to borrow your workbench.
What for?
Well, I was thinking, how do I get people to come to my shows? And then it hit me. Go where the people are. And where's everyone gonna be tonight? The cemetery. So all I have to do is put your workbench on top of 2 graves and it'll be like a stage.
On Dia de los Muertos? It's the one night a year our ancestors come to visit us. Do you really think you should be off somewhere putting on a little show?
No, of course not, abuelita. It's gonna be a big show.
Niño, niño. I am sure you have ideas of how you want today to go. But I am here to tell you, no. Come. You will do as we have done. It's the way of the Riveras. No, like this, niños. Mira, Nana Imelda likes a straight path. Use the ruler, like I showed you. We choose family over fun. It's the way of the Riveras. Too much sauce, chiquita. Nana Imelda likes them dry. In the bosom of your family, you'll find comfort and contentment. And surrounded by Riveras, you'll conform without 10 dozen tamales. You're halfway there.
Resentment.
Riveras.
We do what we do because it is the glue to the beautiful life that we've got.
Riveras. Riveras are tethered together forever, and whether we like it or not. These aren't just pictures on a shelf, Marco. They're family. and they depend on us to keep their memories alive. Marco, take a look. You know who this is? This is me, Papa. You know what he did. 57 years he made shoes.
He made shoes. He made shoes.
We make shoes.
Over here, the twins, Oscar and Felipe. Felipe and Oscar. Whatever doesn't matter, they made shoes.
They made shoes. Many shoes.
We love shoes.
They'll be here tonight, with us in our hearts in this room, filling all the empty spaces. Nina, she made shoes. Rosa, she made shoes. Paco, he was different.
He was? What did he do?
He made shoelaces. And we owe all we have to Nana Imelda, the proudest Rivera of all. She was left by her husband, a man we don't speak of, abandoned, no money, alone with a child. Did she give up and die? No, she held her head high and stood tall. For the sake of Coco and the family, she took her last beso and she made our first pair of shoes.
She made shoes. She made shoes.
She made shoes.
What about the man we don't speak of?
We do not speak of that man.
But you brought him up.
Marco, you will do as we have done. That is how you stay connected.
You'll choose family over fun. Always do what is expected. Everything you need to know, our dear Imelda's shown us.
Plus, you also get free footwear.
Which is a bonus. Rivera! We do what we do because it is the glue to the beautiful life that we got.
Rivera! Delicioso!
Rivera's are tethered together forever and ever and ever and ever and ever, and whether we like it or not.
Thank you, Abuelita. That was very educational. Now can I borrow your workbench?
In this scene, we wanted to find a fun way to introduce Hector, and we also wanted to establish the rules behind the Land of the Dead. So we ended up having him be a celebrity tour guide.
Kind of like a guy who would drive around and show tourists the stars' homes.
Yeah, and he held the promise of maybe getting Miguel to Ernesto de la Cruz.
Miguel has Ernesto de la Cruz's guitar, you'll notice. And that was because in this version, when Miguel stole the guitar, he actually had it in the Land of the Dead with him.
And you'll also see a familiar face. This was the very first time we had Chicharrón in the reels.
Another interesting thing about what you'll see is it's not Anthony Gonzalez doing the voice of Miguel yet. It's actually a kid named Emilio Fuentes, who we worked with early on, but he grew up and his voice changed, and so we couldn't work with him anymore. But he did end up doing a line in the finished film.
Places, senor. You're on in 30 seconds.
And that's actually Emilio at age 17. Enjoy.
Bienvenidos y feliz Día de los Muertos. You seem like a great crowd. Better than my last group. What a bunch of stiffs. A bunch of stiffs. Buenas noches, señor. What's your name? How did you die? Ouch. And you, senora? What's your name? How did you die?
Who are you talking to?
Please hold all questions. Who's ready to have a good time?
I am.
I can't hear you.
I am.
Louder.
I am.
That's more. Like it. Memory. It's what keeps us all alive. As long as our families back home remember us, we live on in this beautiful city.
Excuse me?
Again, there will be time for questions at the end. Now, where was I?
As long as our families back home remember us, we live on in this beautiful city. But time passes, memories fade, people get forgotten. But the great ones live on in the hearts of millions.
What is it?
How long is this gonna take?
Montezuma, Gallo, Montalban. They will live on forever.
Sorry, but it's kind of important.
Do you mind? This is my craft. This is what I do.
The tour, it builds, and every time you interrupt me, I have to start over.
Can you just skip to the De La Cruz part?
There is no De La Cruz part!
What?
There, fine. Now you know. De La Cruz is not on the tour.
What?
I suppose you want to leave now, like everyone else does.
What do you mean he's not on the tour?
This is what I get for being nice. He asked me, as a personal favor, to stop driving past his house. And for old time's sake, I said yes. Now it's my business that has to suffer.
Wait. You talked to him? You know him?
I'm trying to show people that there's more to the city than De La Cruz. There's art, culture, history.
You gotta take me to him, please.
No.
I'm alive. I'm still alive.
Santa Maria!
I'm just trying to get back home, and De La Cruz is the only one who can get me home. I gotta find him and give him this.
Stop the bus! Stop the bus! Where did you get that? De La Cruz was buried with that. What are you, a grave robber?
No. I just took it from his grave. But it's okay. He's family. He's my great-great-grandfather. So, can you take me?
I'm sorry, but we don't get mixed up with grave robbers. Please go.
I'm not a grave robber.
We do not need your business.
The kid's alive, Hector. We can't leave him here.
Okay, fine. I'll take you where you need to go.
Thanks.
I'm gonna live to regret this. Here. That's a special instrument. I'd hate to see anything happen to it.
Thanks. You could do the tour if you still want.
Don't humor me.
No, I want to hear it. I mean, when am I ever gonna see this place again?
You really want me to answer that? You promise to listen this time?
Can I ask one question first? What's De La Cruz like?
This next scene that we're going to show you is from our very first set of reels. It features Miguel and Hector.
Although it's not Miguel, is it?
It's not Miguel. This was, back then, we called him Marco. So Marco and Hector, they're in a musician's tour bus on the way to a parade to get to Ernesto de la Cruz.
One of the things you'll see here that we need to explain that's kind of weird is that when Marco's family shows up, they are singing strangely.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason they were singing strangely,
They have a curse on them. In the land of the living, they all hated music. But for some reason, in the land of the dead, they're all forced to sing whenever they open their mouths.
Can you take me to...
Need a lift, Marco.
and the only way to solve that curse
Is to destroy Marco's guitar, which he needs to get back home.
So therein was one of the central conflicts of the story at that point.
Okay, so when we get to the parade, we gotta get De La Cruz along somehow. Hey, pay attention.
Where were you back there anyway? Why didn't you stand up for me?
Whoa, you wanna be a musician? Stand up for yourself. Nobody's gonna just hand it to you.
I am a musician. What?
You got chops, I'll give you that. But that back there, that wasn't music. That was showing off. Next time, try playing what's in here. Imagine I'm pointing at a heart.
Yeah, I got that.
All right, I'm not shiny like De La Cruz, so I don't know music. You ever been alone, kid? I'm not talking peace and quiet under a tree. I'm talking alone. Cut off from the people who love you. When you're that alone, the only thing that will save you is a song. Songs reconnect people. Songs cross oceans. They travel through time. A song is how we say, I love you, and I miss you. It's how we beg for forgiveness. You play because you want people to hear you, but a musician plays to bring people together. Until you understand that, you'll just be the shoemaker's boy.
faster?
The guitar, give it to me.
Hector? Dante?
Oh, my ribs!
The parade, let's go!
This is the scene where we originally introduced the character of Pepita, who is one of the Alebrijes in the Land of the Dead.
This scene fits kind of right after the moment in the current film where Chicharron has disappeared and before they get to the Plaza de la Cruz. When we went down to Mexico, we saw so many of these beautiful alebrijes, this Mexican folk art of these fantastical animals, and we just thought, oh, that would be so spectacular to see in the film.
And they're not typically associated with Dia de los Muertos, but they're such an important part of Mexican culture and heritage and they're cool. And we thought it would be great to have them be a part of Coco.
It was just a lot of fun to have this action set piece right in the middle of the movie.
But ultimately, we decided that we were waiting too long to meet Pepita, and so we introduced her much earlier, where she is in the film, in the finished film now.
Hey, Hector, how'd you learn to play guitar like that?
Me and Ernesto used to do gigs together when we were young.
Wait, you played with De La Cruz?
We were just a couple of kids. It was real rinky-dink stuff. But you learn a lot playing on the road.
Was it ever weird that De La Cruz got super out of this world, once in a lifetime famous, and no one's ever even heard of you? I mean, when you went to the movies and saw him on the big screen, were you like, man, he has it all figured out? And here I am sitting in a movie theater doing nothing with my life.
I never saw his movies.
What? None of them?
Nope.
You haven't lived, dude.
I was literally dead when they came out.
That's no excuse. What is that?
Another trolley?
I don't think that's a trolley.
An alebrije, like your spirit guide, but on some crazy steroids or something.
But it was no match for Dante. You're amazing, boy.
You too, Chico. Thanks for...
Saving your life? Don't mention it. Ow!
Hey, careful. I break easy. Welcome to the Plaza de la Cruz.
This is a scene from the very first screening of Coco. And in this version of the story, Miguel, when he stole Ernesto de la Cruz's guitar, he actually had the guitar in the land of the dead with him. And we learn that he needs that guitar to get back out at the end of the story. But
unfortunately, at the climax of the film, Ernesto de la Cruz destroys the guitar, thereby effectively destroying Miguel's ticket back to the land of the living.
But the family, having bonded with Miguel at this point, they all come together and help him.
Even in the very first screening, we knew this sense of the family rallying to Miguel's aid always brought up a lot of emotions and felt really right. So even though we changed the mechanism, we always wanted to keep that feeling.
Held on to that idea. Yeah. Enjoy.
You? Who do you think you are? No one threatens my memory. I am Ernesto de la Cruz, the greatest of all time. You're nobody. And you're going to rot here, just like Hector.
Ernesto, no!
No!
Let's go! Next number! Dancers, dance! Come on! 2, 3, 4! Orchestra, pick up your instruments! Wait, no, you don't understand. Hey!
Hey! Who cares what you people think? I don't need you. You're dead.
I am immortal! I am Ernesto de la...
I'm never getting home.
I'm sorry, Marco. I let you down. That's kind of my thing.
No. We did this together, as a family. We all let you down.
I just wanted everyone to know how great you were. All of you. I let you down.
This is a scene that was a way for us to explore Miguel trying to get back home at the end of the story. Since he crosses the Marigold Bridge to get into the land of the dead, in this version, we were trying to set up the rule that he had to get out of the land of the dead across the same bridge.
Yeah, one of the things that maybe you don't think about when you're watching the film is that as we're exploring these worlds, we need to create rules, and screening to screening, those rules can change. It can be a blessing that's sending him home, or a magic guitar, and in this case, he literally just needed to cross that bridge before the end of the holiday.
And we showed the end of the holiday not with the sunrise, but we had these giant hourglasses all over the land of the dead that were filled with orange marigold petals, and when the last petal fell, that was the end of the holiday, and he needs to get across that bridge so he's not trapped in the land of the dead.
Yeah.
It was kind of cool, really cool visually, but you always have to follow the true north of emotion, and it was a different emotion that we needed at the end of the story, so we ended up going a different direction.
Marco! Come back here!
17!
Come back!
Open this now!
Senor, stay back! It's too dangerous!
3, 2, 1!
It's starting to go.
You will not ruin my name.
I must be remembered! No.